Let the robots hit the floor. Let the robots hit the...
Hey everybody.
Good evening.
Happy summer.
Happy summer. It's only, I have a kid at camp today. They're from Texas. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know that. And mom comes up to me and she goes, "It's Texas hot out." And I was like, that's why you guys left Texas, to come here. But it's really ridiculous.
So, thank you for joining us on this July night. It's been a couple months since we saw you guys last, so thank you so much for tuning in. It's really great to be with you. 73 people before the show even started was amazing. And what's going? He's already lost in the chat. So anyway, thanks for watching. And we have a lot to talk about tonight, and we're really excited. So if this is your first time watching our show, welcome. We usually do this once a week throughout the competition season. But my name is Mike, and I'm a mentor on Team 340. And I graduated in 2007 from high school, and I've been mentoring ever since. I'm a nursing student at a school here in Rochester. So that's my story.
I guess by default that would make me Justin. Also a member of Team 340 since 2005. Just so people are aware, we're not more strategy. We are strategy/mechanical mentors. So if we don't talk about programming or any of that other stuff, that's why, because we don't have any idea what happens there. But I'm going to school to be a technology teacher, high school, so that's kind of my story. But there's anybody new in the chat, could you just be like, I'm new. Just so we...
Don't do that.
What?
You know who's
No,
in
they
it.
will.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
You'll
Watch.
get everybody else that says I'm new.
Okay.
See? I told you.
Darn it. TR's new.
So,
Okay. Okay,
no,
you guys
see,
aren't...
I told
okay.
you.
All
I
right.
told you
All
that was a
right.
bad idea.
You're right. Very good. I'm sort of new.
So hello to Ruth, Mrs. Kamen. Glad you could watch tonight with us.
Team Ruth.
Also, big thanks to 221 Robotic Systems. They've been our sponsor all year long, and have, we wouldn't be where we are this season or in general without their help. With their help, we've been able to do so much more this season. So just big thanks to Anthony and all the people at 221 Robotic Systems. Really appreciate it. You have anything to add?
No, just echo what Mike said. It was great to have them on board all year long, and we hope to, continue on some sort of professional relationship in the future. But not only that, but we had great support this year from all of our viewers.
Yes.
So we couldn't have done that without you guys. So I guess this is the end, the end of the season.
Yeah. For us.
That we started 6 months ago. So now we get a nice long break, and hopefully we'll be back at it sometime after kickoff usually.
Yeah.
We do a
before.
pre-kickoff show, but
So thanks to 221 Robotic Systems and all the supporters through Indiegogo, we were able to buy a GoPro camera, as well as some other things, and we were able to do all sorts of new segments this year, which are on our YouTube, which you just clicked on.
we're so on tonight.
So you can just click on that. It brings us to our YouTube channel where we have old archive shows, as well as the YouTube channel, or the YouTube videos that we were able to do this year, including behind the bumpers, behind the glass, and dash cam. So check those out. Check them out and see what you think. We hope to do more of like that in the future.
Can actually almost guarantee we will.
Yeah.
We really enjoy doing that stuff. Oh boy, where did it go? Did you mean to take it down? Leave it up there for a little bit.
Oh, I think I did.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right. So the schedule of tonight. Yes, it was billed as the IRI preview show, and we're definitely going to talk about IRI. But we're going to kind of slowly change the dynamic of this kind of midsummer show to be more of like, this is the stuff that's happened since championship show. So we're going to talk about off-season events that have gone off so far. We're talking about some upcoming events, and that's when we're talking about IRI. So hopefully I have a good mix of IRI stuff plus, a lot of other...
It's just, IRI's the best of the best. We've been talking about them all season long.
Midsummer Night Stream. That is such a win.
FRCTOP25, that's kind of what we're all about, the top 25 teams. And a lot of those teams are going to be there. So it's kind of monotonous and the same, just kind of shoot at the wind and just say a team's going to do well.
Right.
So.
Mike made a great point earlier. Like, most of the teams in the top 25 that we've talked about all year long are the teams that are going to IRI. So if we've talked about them quite a bit, you know who they are. So we are going to talk about IRI, but we also want to talk about some other really cool off-season events as well. So buckle up.
Buckle up. So the first event that we're going to talk about is Battle Cry. Thanks to Sandra from 195, one of our longtime supporters and friends, for the email she sent us. So this is kind of 195 inspired, kind of the things we're going to talk about. But so 195 was originally on the wait list. They called us the day before and told us that they could attend. So kind of just counting them out. Counting it out that they weren't going to go, they ended up going. So 195 only lost one match in the limbs. They had 7 qualification matches, went a perfect 7-0, got the number 1 seed, and they selected team 3467, the Wyndham Windup from Wyndham, New Hampshire, and 663, another Robonauts from Whitensville, Massachusetts. So 34, 67, 195, and 663 tops 15, 19, 121, and 126 by 1 point in finals match 3, 118 to 117.
That is incredible. I don't know why, but it seems like this year was just so prone to super close matches. It's not the first 1 point differential that I remember. Even last year didn't seem to have they had close matches last year, but 1 point is like
even close too. Yeah.
1 point's incredible.
So not only are you in finals match 3, you win by 1 point. That's just that just shows you how close it must have been throughout the whole match. So
I don't know much about. They call it Battle Cry 14. So is that the 14th year they've done it? Does that make sense?
I heard that too.
Someone will say yes or no. That's really incredible if it is. That's a long-running off-season event.
All right, so I'm gonna take Beantown.
Beantown Blitz. Me?
Wow, look at that sass. Wow.
Wow.
Did you kiss Team Ruth in that mouth?
Maybe they did it twice here for a while, so it's only been 7 years. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, go for it.
Wow. That's funny, Mike. I think the Midnight Mayhem slide's gone now.
No, it just magically disappeared.
Shocking.
Oh, okay.
So, 195 continued their off-season domination at Beantown Blitz, 7 qual matches for each team. Their total teleop score across all matches was 579, which is quite a bit higher, 245 points higher than the second highest. Team that won the Sharpshooter Award, the Mentors won the Mentor match, and 195 along with 175, Buzz, and 1761 beat out Aluminum Falcons and Shaker Robotics and 45-64 in the finals.
So 195, 2-0 in off-season events. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Sure, they got just that full court shooter is really, really great. That's awesome. Their teleop score through 7 qualification matches was 579. What's the quick math on that one? It's like 70 points, over 70 points a match, in teleop.
Ooh, we got corrected. 3-0.
So that's crazy.
If you're new, us getting corrected, kind of a pretty common thing. So
There you go. 84.7. I was gonna do the math, but
wow.
did some head math.
Thanks, Mike.
So 3-0 for 195. All right. Up next we have Mark. So thanks to Wes from 1732, the Hilltoppers, for the info. So just Mark is an all-around great event. Somebody compared it to like IRI Junior. That was Mark, right?
IRI Junior?
Yeah. Isn't what somebody on Chief Delphi I think compared it to. So, because teams like 33, 217 were there. Playing against 245 in the finals was great. As 417-32, they were their alliance captain on Galileo. In the end, the alliance of 1718, 1023, 2673, and 1732 took home the trophy, setting their personal high score record of 216. So I'm going to find that because I'm going to see who said it. Go for it. You're up next.
I'm up next. What are you looking for?
The IRI Junior. So up next we have Midnight Mayhem, I think.
Midnight Mayhem.
If Justin wants to talk about
I
it.
suppose we will. So, the inaugural Bart Kamen Memorial Midnight Mayhem, hosted by the Midnight Inventors 1923. 340, Mike and I's team made the trek down there, and we didn't regret it one bit. It was a really, really well-run event. Didn't feel like a first time or a rookie event at all. It was great to play with the teams that we don't normally get a chance to play with. Another reason why, if your area is going to districts, make sure they have some sort of provision for inter-district play, because playing with new teams that you never really get to see that often, I think is one of the best parts of FRC, and it would really be a shame to lose that. So they had traditional alliance selections. Team 1403, Cougar Robotics, selected top 25 kind of anchor team this year, Team 2590, Nemesis. They advanced to the semifinals before falling to the number 4 alliance of Mort, Sabotage, and 2495. Yet in the finals, the number 4 seed, which we just talked about, was eliminated by the number 3 seed of 225 Techfire, 316 Lunatex, and 369, and also 869, who was called in to replace 316 as a backup bot. The elimination matches were awesome. There was a lot of good quality teams there. It was just a great event. The mentor matches were really fun.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the elimination matches, like, because a lot of people thought the 1403 2590 would take it, if they got together. But falling in the semifinals was, a first shock, and then it was just, I don't know, it was a really good finals series, really good semifinals, quarterfinals, all the way through. So
It was actually the first off-season event besides Ruckus that we have here in Rochester that I've attended since I've been involved in FRC. Like, I've been to Ruckus, but that's it. So to go to a different off-season event was really cool, and it really like kind of solidified in my mind the importance and the need for off-season events. They can be really fun, and the competition is often as good, if not better, than some regionals. So if you have a chance to go, even if it's, you know, like Maine and Mayhem for us was 6 hours away, you know, pile some people in a car, get your robot down there, and just go have fun. It's kind of a, like, some computer's gonna take off. It's a really fun way to get kind of new kids involved, especially if they join your team after championships. But most people probably already know this. I'm preaching to the choir, but go to off-season events. They're really can be a lot of fun.
I think Justin mentioned it. Midnight Mayhem was really well run for being a first time around. I know Libby and Katie, Kelsey, all the people put in a ton of work, and this was just a dream come true for them. It was a really great event, and we would definitely consider going back. And I don't know, it was just really great, and I know that's one step in the direction to get a district event at their school as well.
I'm sure we'll see a district event there in the future.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear Mike's laptop out of curiosity?
Yeah, I think they're all.
Because I can hear it. You shifted gears there. Did you hear it?
It did. Different RPM.
Yep.
It's alright, I'm getting a new computer this fall. So.
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
You want to hear?
What? Yeah. It fell
Sorry.
out.
Alright, so up next we have the...
Wait. Hit it harder. Sounds great.
Alright. So,
You gotta get that big blue engineering hammer.
Alright, anyway, up next we have the Minnesota State High School League Robotics State Championship. I don't know if
What's
they
that?
just... The MSHSL? I don't know
There
if
you
that's... Or they just say Mishsel?
Mishal?
Mishsel. Okay, it's gone. Anyway, this is the second annual Minnesota State High School League Robotics State Championship. All Minnesota teams score points from their first regional competition in a system similar to First in Michigan and MAR. Qualification win-loss points are only taken from each team's first 8 matches at their first event in order to equalize between regional competitions. The top 30 teams, according to the system, qualify for the state championship. This competition comes after World Championships. It's a single day long and has 40 qualification matches. The losers of the semifinals had a single match playoff to determine the third place alliance. So the final results winners were 2052, 4607, and 2175. Second place was 3276, 2169, and 3102. Third place was 2977, 2512, and 4656. And fourth place was 2502, 2518, and 2705. Thanks to Caleb Sykes from 2052, the Nightcrawlers, for this information. So it's the second annual. This is honestly the first year I've actually heard of this. It's quite interesting. Do you think maybe somebody that's there? What's going on over there?
Talk about water game.
So do you think Minnesota is headed for district events? I know we're personally far away from Minnesota, but if anybody's from Minnesota or something, maybe they could chime in a little bit. But is this what they're doing in Minnesota? Is this kind of a good way to head towards districts? I don't know if you have any thoughts on that or not.
I don't know if that's the goal of what they're trying to do here, or they just wanted to make like, I don't know, like an IRI of the area. Because I know there's a ton of teams in Minnesota, so I think it's a cool way to like have your own off-season event, but kind of make it more legit than just an off-season event. Right? What's it called? A state championship. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it is like a practice setup for a district system, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. I know there's a lot of talks like New York. We kind of feel like New York could handle it. I'm just kind of on that way with the new event in Albany and at WPI. So we'll see. We got a tweet that from Bailey that this is rewinding one way back, when 195 won by 1 point was from a human player disc. That kind of said it, that was
Oh, really?
a human player knocked one in, and obviously had, for 2 or 3, I'm guessing, which might have been losing and knocked them up. So RPI, thank you, not WPI. I knew that because Pat goes to RPI.
Yeah.
So just said it wrong.
I was gonna say something. Forgot.
Sorry.
It's a bummer.
Something about Minnesota districts.
No, none of that. Oh well.
All right, so other past events, whereas Wolcott happened on June 8th in Wolcott, Connecticut. And there's a thread on Chief Delphi that you can go to where we got some of our information if you want to check out some of the other events. We know there's more that we haven't talked about. This is, excuse me, but this is the most that we got information for. I'm really going to disable chat on your computer.
I'll quit the show.
So, if you want to find out more that happened at other events, you can go to that thread and check it out. So
Check it out.
check it
I
out.
remember what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
We didn't say anything at the beginning of the show about like asking questions or sending us emails or any of that stuff.
Go for it.
I just did.
Well, you
But
can tell them how they can do that.
If you have any questions, I don't see the ticker. Okay, the ticker's there. If you have any questions or anything you want us to talk about, because we really don't have a whole lot. We're kind of, 21 minutes in. We've already exhausted most of our,
About half our show.
yeah. So if you want any questions or anything, click any one of the numerous links ticking across the bottom of your screen. It'll get to us, and we're happy to talk about it. Even if it has kind of nothing to do with the format of the show, really, we'll be happy to talk about it.
Oh, the other thing is Coco Ed said, I found it. Coco Ed said that Mark is IRI Junior.
All right, Junior. Well, you get that many Michigan teams together. Kind of what happens.
All right. So, that's that kind of for our past events. And so we're going to head to future events that are coming up. So our good friends from the Bomb Squad, as Justin is sporting their shirt, and Meredith sent us some information. The 2-day event, which is I think key because there's not too many other 2-day events, is taking place on September 13th through the 14th. It's being put on by teams 16 and 36-12. Looks like they're capping it at 24 teams, which is interesting. All teams will make eliminations then, and no room for backup bots or anything. But as exciting as it was to see that first Razorback Regional, I know there's going to be there's a lot of big plans going on in Arkansas, and really looking forward to this Ozark Mountain Brawl. Excuse me.
So excited Titanium is going to be there at OMB, so that'd be cool. Also, with a 2-day event with such a low number of teams, you're going to get a ton of matches, and you're going to be able to really see. You're going to get a chance to play with and against everyone, which would be kind of cool. So this is pretty interesting.
Okay, keep going.
So also, I think I've seen some requests. I don't know. Talk about other events.
Sorry.
I don't know how to spell mountain to this day. I think it's mountain. That's how I remember it. But if that's wrong, I've spelled it wrong for 5 years. It was a hard one for me for a while. Anyway, we posted on Chief Delphi that we need all this information came from people that sent us info. So if we're not talking about your event or an event that you would have liked us to talk about in the future, send us some information about it because obviously we can't be there at all events. So we count on you guys for that. So in the future, if you could remember to keep notes and send us some info, we would certainly appreciate it.
All right.
What happened right
I was just. You have no idea.
there? She needs a 5-minute timeout. The SAS meter's off the charts here. Oh, you did. Okay, when Libby gets back in, she's gonna have a meltdown. She's probably gonna call me right now.
All right, go ahead. What's up next? Now that we can focus.
I just want everyone to know that and make it clear that Mike Bander, remember to tell her that when she comes in. So where are we here?
I didn't only ban Libby, I banned Team Ruth. What did I do? All right.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
When she gets back in, 5 more minutes if it's an issue. All right.
Lydia, I really considered wearing my Maverick shirt, but it was dirty. But I was thinking about it. So are we here?
Yes, we are.
Okay, go ahead.
I just did. Not prepared. All right, so up next we have the Mainly Spirit 3. Thanks to Mackenzie Brunel for the email. This event is taking place on Saturday, September 21st, 2648. Infinite Loop is hosting this off-season event in Oakland, Maine. More information can be about the event can be found at the offseason.team648.com. When it's available, I tried to go there, I couldn't find much information, so it's still kind of a little ways out. So check that out. So if any teams in the Northeast, check it out, stay tuned. And that's the Mainly Spirit 3. You're up, bro.
Rock River. This is a cool name. So thanks to Karen Hill for the email. So 5 teams from Northern Illinois, 81, Winnovation, 2039, 3352, and 4655 are hosting their first ever off-season event. Like I said, it's Rock River at Rock Valley College in Rockford, Illinois. It's a lot of rocks. We have 19 to 20 teams registered, looking to add some more. They're going to have the Indy Mark field there. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. They're going to have John Petrick and Dan Green emceeing from Midwest. Those two are really incredible. So if you check out their event at r2oc.org. So if you're in the area, feel free to head over there. Like I said, the date is August 3rd, Rock Valley College, so that should be a good event too. Plus you get to play with Winnovation, so it's awesome.
Cool. All right, up next, we have the Ra-Cha-Cha Ruckus. It's the annual off-season event here in Rochester, New York. I couldn't find a date for it yet. But it's usually the end of October. It's always a good time for, as all the local teams, which we have a ton here in Rochester. If you guys aren't familiar with Rochester, we have, I don't know what the number is, but there's probably 20 teams within,
If not more.
50 miles. Yeah, I mean, it's like pretty close, within a good amount. So that's that.
It's really, like, if you've been in Ruckus in the past, you're like, eh. Recently, it's gotten a lot better. Last year was so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it this year. It helped a lot that we won. But, like Mike said, definitely starting to draw some teams from outside the area. We've had Aluminum Falcons, Shaker Robotics were there last year too. So if you're close, like Mike said, come on out. It's a great atmosphere. Mike and I will be there. What more do you need?
Yep.
Is Libby back yet? Does she know that she's allowed back in soon? I don't even understand what's happening right now.
All right, so up next we're going to talk about, up next I think that's it we got for IRI. Until IRI. We just texted me. So we are going to show a video that was sent over by Connor from 1538, the Holy Cows. And our newest Hall of Fame team. Congratulations to them on that account. I watched their chairman's video again today, or just watched it today, and it was really awesome. It was such a deserving team. So this is kind of their, what do you say? All right, great video, guys.
We're back.
Good robot, great video.
So after the show, if you want to check out that link, it's their Chairman's Award video. They really are an incredible team, so check that out. And we were really, really happy for them to see them finally get in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely. I've heard good things about their presentation, about their, their video, all that stuff, their essay. Good stuff. So up next, we're going to talk about IRI. And I mean, IRI is not going to, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, what we're going to say about IRI isn't anything too exquisite. We're not going to sit here and just spot off things that you guys already know. So.
Yeah. Also, sorry. So, about what Sam said about how he's no longer on 11. Regardless of what your nickname is and what team you represent, we would never hold something someone says against their entire team, just like I hope that nobody out there would hold 340 accountable for anything Mike and I say. So that's just, we like to be very honest, and we hope that you guys would be pretty honest as well. We keep it pretty tame most of the time, but just as a general warning.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody does that.
Warning.
That's why you got to be careful.
Right.
And that's what I mean. The other suggestion is if you're not on 11 anymore, maybe just to help yourself out, take 11 off of your name, just so that doesn't happen. Then you can just be you. But
also,
unless people know you're from the.
Also, I'm changing my nickname to Justin 1114. Doesn't mean anything.
All right, so IRI did a couple little stats. Oh, first, and I kind of wrote this in our little script here. And I know most of you guys that are here, you're here because it's an IRI preview show, quote unquote. So I know most of you are familiar with IRI. Now, there might be a couple people out there who don't know what IRI is. So, quick explanation of what IRI is the Indiana Robotics Invitational. It's run every year. And how to get into this off-season event is you need to apply for it. You need to basically submit your intent that your team would like to go. It is then reviewed by the people that run this event, and then they extend invitations to come play. And that's how you get the teams that are there. So that's just a quick overview. And it turns out, it just turns out that it's the best of the best. And it's just become that reputation. And it just is an awesome event to go to because you can see pretty much all the best robots are, essentially in the same division. All the best robots in the world are in the same division. So that's kind of what IRI is. So.
Yeah, and not everyone that applies gets in. Case in point, our team.
Yeah. So, 78 teams were invited. Do you know how many teams applied? You know how many?
I think it was over 100.
Over 100. At least 79. So out of those 78 that were invited, 69 were able to commit and are competing. They're representing 17 different states, one province of Canada. Out of the 69 teams, 13 are from Michigan, 10 are from Indiana, and 9 are from Ontario, Canada. We mentioned this earlier in the show. 17 out of the 25 teams that were on the final rankings for the FRC Top 25, 17 out of the 25 will be at IRI. And this is going to be big numbers, but the 69 teams have an overall record throughout the regular season and championship, not any off-season events. Their overall record is 2,487 and 1,093 and 21. So I'll paste that in the chat really quick because I know that's a lot to take in. So I'm sorry, 2 provinces. So that's the overall record. I'm sorry, guys. 2 provinces from Canada.
It's like a 70% winning percentage.
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm just getting double after this. Dozen Timbits.
Dozen Timbits.
So that's the overall record. Wow. I corrected you for 0.9 of a point.
Around it.
A couple interesting notes, personally. 1986 will not be there. Just I fell in love with the robot this year. And just would have liked to see him there. Would have been cool. They won't be there. Also, the Hawaiian Kids 359 all the way from Hawaii is coming for a 2-day event. It's awesome.
So if you weren't like sold on how serious this event is, that's pretty serious. Coming all the way from Hawaii for this event. Just saying. And they've been pretty successful at it.
Yep.
I know they've won it twice, at least.
So, do you have anything to add about? Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I'm looking for the match schedule.
So Justin and I had the privilege of going to IRI last year and loved it. We actually competed with our robot, as well as we just went or whatever. So IRI is great, and if you're near it or you can make the trip, you need to go. I know so many people are coming from Canada, from the East Coast, from the West Coast, from Hawaii, to go. It's an unbelievable event to go to. Just match after match after match of just incredible matches. When you're on a division or at a regional, you get good matches every so often. But these are like, I don't know, when you're in a championship, you're like, oh, this match, 118 and 1114 are playing together. It's a qualification match. But that happens all the time at IRI, and that's what's the cool thing about it. Yeah.
It's like, the best way to describe it, it's like an all-star game that means something, right? Like, nobody takes in professional sports, nobody really takes the all-star game seriously. But this one is an all-star game, and people take it very seriously, and for good reason. So I think Jack's in the chat, actually, from Runnymede Robotics. He kind of had a cool breakdown of some of the matches that he's looking forward to. He really broke it down well, so I think I'm just going to, instead of reading it to you, I'm just going to throw it there. So he had a cool breakdown, really funny Maple Leaf Blue. Match number 5.
So a lot of times at IRI they do like a pretty substantial or pretty different rule change. Their website says that there will be no rule changes this year to the game. Last year they allowed triple balance to happen in qualification matches, for an example of the type of rule changes they do. This year they won't be having any separate rule changes,
which is good.
There's 4 teams doing alliance and eliminations. They pick 1 through 8, and then 8 through 1. So that's pretty cool. They don't do serpentine until your 3rd pick. There's no timeouts, all that stuff. So definitely watch the webcast if you can.
I think they're gonna do it really well this year too. The whole webcast thing. Because in the past, like I don't know, Mike. I don't think there's a more common theme in our show, other than the fact that FRC is very poorly documented with matches. Like I can't find very many matches from IRI at all, and it's some of the best matches you'll ever see. So I really think this year they're really dedicating themselves to making sure it's recorded well, and uploaded after the fact.
Yep.
So that'd be really cool.
Okay. This is kind of all we got for IRI. Maybe if everybody's watching, we could. Well, I guess they do a chat on there, so say we could like. If we're both around this weekend, we could like put our thing up. We could watch, and they could watch. We could like talk about it in between. That'd be fun.
Predictions.
Somebody's gonna win.
Yeah, predictions are hard. I don't know.
We don't
We're
usually
always
generally
wrong.
like making predictions because anything happens, especially like this year. All that happened and all that. So
Plus, we're always wrong. But that's kind of the best part of it. I don't know. I think that Symbiotics is not going to let their arm woes happen ever again. And I think they're definitely going to be, if they ever needed more fuel and passion and drive to win, they certainly have it after championship. So they're going to be a team on a mission, I think. So look out for that.
So that's all we got, I think. Sam emailed us about the best robots of full court shooters, cyclers, Roombas, hybrids. I don't know. I don't know. We talk about them all year.
Yeah.
I think they're.
Plus, we try not to cover. I don't know. Sometimes we do, but there was a really good thread on FRCTOP25 about the best robots of each type. Like I said, we really don't have the time to like dissect the IRI list and do things like that. It'd be interesting to see. Actually, is Texas Torque going to IRI?
Yes.
You know, there.
Yes, they are.
They might set a world record for number of matches played in one season. How many have they played so far?
Type your name in there. 1477.
I did. They have 80 matches already. So
I have their let me pull it up. I have their thing. I have a computer's struggling.
holy cow, the Killer Bees do have. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's like over 105.
Holy cow.
That's why it's the best.
Look at all that. That's a lot of matches. How about the durability of that Killer Bees machine? Holy cow.
Durability.
I see robots that can't make it through a regional. They can't make it through a practice day. See, we're pretty honest.
Okay.
You in a hurry to get out of
No,
here? or
but I
something?
just hate not having anything to say. So
Ask questions, people. Gold. Making IRI is a good goal. All teams should have that goal. All right, Libby. Thank you.
what did she say?
Favorite color? Orange.
I really hate this question because people are forced to have a favorite color. I believe.
People are forced.
Yeah. Like I say, my favorite color is green, but I don't have any green clothes. I don't have any.
It's a beautiful color to
I
look
really
at, but it's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was forced when I was little to have a. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Green.
You know, it's hard for
Sure.
me. Favorite animal. I don't have a favorite animal.
I think we've hit rock bottom.
You know, sometimes lately I've been
Okay,
buying
it's
the
up. It's
generic,
uploaded. Let's
the
just.
generic brand of wax beans. I take off the label. I can hardly tell a difference.
All right. That's it for me.
We have 106 people. We're just gonna kick them out.
We do have a Seinfeld clip for tonight. That can happen at some point. But what would you guys? I'll see. This is what we always forget. We always forget to do a survey and stuff at the end of the season.
I think we remembered like our first year we did a survey. We remembered,
I bet you we can do one.
and that's why we
in a matter of
we
2
changed like
seconds.
the voting from 25, forcing people from 25 to 15.
So maybe if you would like, I'm gonna make a form really quick, and then you can edit it.
You can do that right now.
Yes, watch me.
Oh boy.
So go ahead. You can talk.
What am I gonna talk about? So this is okay. Consider the show over. Now we're just hanging out. Now we're just friends.
Okay. It's gonna be a really quick. It's just gonna be a really quick one. You'll see.
Wow. Yeah, she needed to cool down, Aaron. The sass meter was off the charts. And we even increased. We're like, it's Libby. The sass meter is kind of high. She exceeded it. Give her a 5-minute timeout. Oh. I don't know. What's interesting about the game possibilities for 2014 is if they're going to stick with the 1-2-3 point scoring and double for doing it in an autonomous system. That's the biggest thing that I don't know if that's going to continue. I like it because it's really easy for, like, you know, mom and pop robot fan to keep track of the score, but I don't know. I think it makes sense. I mean, like I kind of asked in my Facebook today, if anybody knew off the top of their head what the highest FRC score ever for a single alliance was. And I think that 71 put up some, you know, like 710 points back in 2001 or 2002, somewhere in there.
So I just put the link in there. All it says is, what did you like about our show? What would you like to see different for next season? Something really quick, something that we can just have something of. If you don't mind, take 2 seconds and fill it out.
They don't mind. We're all here.
So, but honestly, we really love doing the show, guys. It's our 3rd season.
The end of our 3rd season. Holy cow! Next year's season 4.
And we just really got some good plans for next season. We got some new equipment we'd like to buy just to make the show better. Should we ask them if it's not a good idea to do another campaign or just I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know.
we have some new stuff. We got some new ideas for a premiere night we want to do or make it better organized.
Yeah. Premiere night, if you don't know, we had people send us robot release videos before they post on Chief Delphi. So it truly was like, when you watched our show, that was the first you saw of robots from certain teams. And it was really, really...
I liked it. Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because there was 730 some odd people watching. The chat was going 862 miles an hour. It was impossible to keep up with, which was good for me because I get lost in the chat quite a bit. So that was really cool, and I undoubtedly expect it to be bigger next year, especially when it's more of like a 2-week notice kind of thing, which is what we did this year. So keep an eye out for that, because that's going to be really cool. But we definitely want to keep like video length to 2 minutes, and it will be a little bit more organized. But
We'll have strict criteria, better way to put it out there, and we're really looking forward to it again. There's a ton of people watching. I think it was just really great. Everybody could just sit around all in one night, watch some videos.
We dressed up mad fancy.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So again, we got some big plans for next year. Obviously, we're not going to change what we do in the core of it, but we're really looking forward to it. So,
like I said, the show's over, so we're just hanging out at this point. So if you're waiting for like a grand finale goodbye, it's probably not going to happen for a little while anyway. Also, now that Thunder 20, we talked about earlier in the chat, being on Team 340, we're really excited for the Tech Valley Regional that I think is coming to Albany. Especially with Finger Lakes. Finger Lakes has traditionally been held during the RIT spring break, or one of their quarter breaks, but they're switching to semesters now, so it's going to really push Finger Lakes to week 5. So if we never wanted to come to Finger Lakes because it was week 1 or week 2, too early, whatever, it's going to be week 5 this year, so keep that in mind. We'd love to have more teams come to Finger Lakes, and 340 will undoubtedly be at the Tech Valley Regional, which looks like it's going to end up being a week 3. So that'd be cool. What's going on here? It started again.
it's can't do it from the bottom.
You're a pro.
Without shutting my computer off. Okay, it's not.
Tech Valley's a good name too. We first thought it was gonna be like the Capital District Regional District or something. Capital District Regional. And the whole district regional thing is kind of confusing already. So we're happy that Tech Valley, or TVR, I'm sure it will be called, is pretty good. Killer bees are in your laptop, Mike.
I would love the killer bees in my laptop.
They are. It's done.
It's done.
It's happened. Right on the show, just went off the earplot. I don't know what else to talk about. Championship 2015. Indianapolis is pretty cool. That will be... I loved Atlanta because it's all I ever knew for a while. And St. Louis has been good, but the fact that like we've kind of gone past Atlanta now, I'm kind of more more game for the idea of it really like rotating, like the Super Bowl, right? It's in different places. Our Super Bowl should also be in different places. Like to keep it kind of central for, so for most teams, but
What's the topic of discussion?
where championship will be in 2015.
Go one more year at St. Louis,
Yep.
and then where?
St. Louis might bid again, I'm not sure. Indianapolis is bidding. And Atlanta might bid again.
Indianapolis is bidding?
Yeah.
That's a known fact to know?
Mhm.
Yeah. You just...
I'm like, stop.
It's...
Mike, that's a good idea. That'd be really cool.
Every year doing a different one.
How does everyone feel about Vex Pro? Did we talk about that with Vex World and FRC at the same time?
It's officially it's not very good.
Pat, you can just do a fake sign off so Pat can stop recording.
We should.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. That's it for us.
Yes. No, keep going. Go. It's real. Go. Go.
That's it for us. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for everything you did for us this season.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in January or late December.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot,
All right.
guys. We're still here. Don't leave.
All right. Now Pat can end the recording, and when it's on YouTube, it looks halfway legit. Look at everyone leave.
No, we're still here. Okay. You're in the chat. Is it pretending?
Yeah.
So what? What'd you say?
I don't know.
What did you just say?
I just said rotating the championship would be
Oh.
cool. Because he
Really?
said like Dallas.
Yeah, I saw that.